The insurance industry here in California is in crisis. Tonight, KCRA3 Investigates reveals another company will stop covering homeowners here in California. American National says this could start impacting customers by August.
Yeah, this is just the latest insurance company to announce changes like this, making it difficult to find and keep insurance coverage for some Californians. KCRA3 Investigates Lizzie Mitri talked to some homeowners affected by the emergency and state leaders who say relief is on the way.
For homeowners,
it's getting harder and harder and more expensive.
It's a problem. It seems unsustainable to me.
And those trying to help them.
The insurance industry in California is in a crisis.
Things have never been harder.
I feel helpless. I feel frustrated.
Kelly Life has been an insurance agent for 36 years.
People used to shop insurance. Well, now you don't do that anymore.
In the last year, 7 of the 12 largest insurance groups in California have either paused or restricted new homeowner policies.
It is a crisis. There's not enough carriers that are willing to write business, and the ones who say that they are, they make it so difficult.
So this is the cul-de-sac where we live in the Bar J Ranch.
Jim Kayafis learned that the hard way.
We've never had a fire in the area.
But his Cameron Park home is in El Dorado County, where other communities did see devastating damage during the Caldor fire in 2021. So suddenly, the insurance company he's used for years put him on notice.
That they weren't going to renew our policy.
Instead, he was told
that our only option was the California Fair Plan.
Something Paul Parks,
California Fair Plan is anything but fair.
Is also learning about while house hunting in hopes of moving back to California.
It's very minimal coverage, and it's not cheap.
It's supposed to be the state's insurer of last resort, offering basic fire insurance when traditional companies won't. But since so many companies won't, as the increasing cost of claims has outpaced insurance rates, the Fair Plan has experienced historic growth.
Thank you for calling the California Fair Plan. Due to increased call volume, we are temporarily extending our customer service hours to Monday through Friday.
They are inundated. They're overwhelmed.
The Fair Plan says it's getting about 1,000 applications a day.
That's the next thing that happens. You just get disconnected.
Thank you for calling.
Yep. Yeah. Welcome. Welcome to my world.
Legislative oversight hearings like this one
That's a huge priority for us.
Are focusing on the insurance commissioner's plan to address this crisis.
This is unprecedented. We've never been in this situation before.
Ricardo Lara talked with us on Zoom from his home in Los Angeles.
We're going to modernize the entire insurance market in California.
He says part of the problem is right now insurance companies are limited in what they can factor in when asking the state to raise rates. His plan would allow companies to account for things like climate change and how much those companies are spending to insure themselves. In exchange, those companies would then be required to write more policies in high wildfire risk areas.
But we're going to simultaneously depopulate the Fair Plan, which we need.
Knowing that it can take time before these changes are felt, why not intervene sooner?
Well, you know, there's a process that we need to follow statutorily.
He hopes to change regulations by the end of the year, leading to relief for homeowners by next year.
It's not soon enough and it's not fast enough.
Life says homeowners in California are victims in all this.
It has been frustrating, but then it's, well, you just have to live with it. It's a sunshine tax.
Parks is still looking for a place with affordable insurance, while Kayafis made a lot of calls and found an alternative to the Fair Plan, saving him thousands of dollars a year.
It made me feel good about getting insurance.
Lizzie Mitri, KCRA3 Investigates.
Now, the insurance commissioner says that people can expect prices to go up at first, he says, but his hope is that things will level off after more insurance companies bring their business back to California and it becomes a more competitive market. In the meantime, here are some tips. Experts say that if you have insurance right now, keep it. Now is not the time to try to find a better deal out there. Also, make sure you're maintaining defensible space around your home because some companies will use satellite imagery or even send up drones to check. Finally, if your insurance company does notify you it's dropping your coverage, do not wait to start looking for any new policy because that can take time.